Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. If you would, good morning, Valerie. If you would, let's see, I'm trying to get myself all centered. If you would, start the day out with a like. If you would like this post, I would greatly appreciate it. So if you would hit the thumbs up, that would make me so happy. And then say good morning. Say good morning, because I'm excited that you're here, and I hope you're excited to be here. If you are new here, or if you haven't yet done it, please be sure to follow Corbiere-Scott Designs on the following social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And then ask to join our private Facebook groups, Stitch Along with Anne Facebook group and Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Those are the places where you can post pictures, and you can take part in, well, we just have a deeper conversation. And isn't that what it's all about? Connecting through art, right? So if you would do that for all things Anne and artsy, like my art printables, I would appreciate it if you would go to Corbiere-ScottDesigns.com and shop around. Okay, so today I have a couple of ideas. So I told you that we are going to continue our security envelope art series. And so I have a couple of ideas with that. But first I wanted to share with you, well, I have a whole list of things I need to share with you. The artwork that I am going to be featuring in today's makes is You Give Me Butterflies, You Give Me Butterflies Fodder art printable. That's the art printable that we're focusing on today. Yes, happy Juneteenth. I'm so excited about that. I remember I have this friend, Lewis Collins, from a million years ago, like 1987, took me to my first Juneteenth parade here in Phoenix, and it was a celebration, to be sure. So I was thinking about ways that we can support the Black community during Juneteenth, and I saw one earlier that just spoke to me, and it was to buy and read books by Black authors. And I will tell you, we just read one in book club, and it was, oh my gosh, so good. And it's called The Poet X. And now I don't remember her first name. Dang it. I don't remember the author's name. But if Tammy pops on here, or if Keely pops on, they'll remember. They have much better memories than I. Anyway, it was so good. It was so good. My friend Lindsay turned me on to these new gel pens, and so I want to share them with you. They just arrived in my mailbox yesterday, and I haven't gotten them. I haven't done a ding-dang thing with them yet. So here they are. They're called Loddie Doddie. So Loddie Doddie, and they have all kinds of colors. And so I thought, well, what a better way to test them out than to open them during today's pop-in paint party. So I got two sets. I got Vivid Colors. Does that surprise anyone? Yes, there you go. There you go. Thanks, Peg. It was such a good book. It was such a good book. So here's one set. And this is Vivid Colors, and this is Sugar Rush. So the first thing that I noticed about these pens is that they are, I'm going to do something that's bright. Number one, they have a really cool feel. They say that they're a satin grip, and they are. Like, that's a nice, let's see, I've got, they always have that little thingy. I like that they are a click pen, right? I just like a click. No particular reason why. Okay, so I'm going to click it and just play right here on my underpaper. I'm starting to bring back the underpaper idea. You guys, these are beautiful colors. Okay, that's enough of that. Look at that. I would say this is probably a 7, a 0.7, yep, it is 0.7 millimeter. So I am going to be playing with these today, but if you are interested, I will say, oh, look at this color, this coral. I am really digging this. Look at that coral. Look at it, totally goes with this. Look, I could do some mark making over here. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to take them all off these little holdery things. Because you know, they're just going to go in a cup on my desk. If they're in a cup on my desk, I'll use them. If not, then I forget about them. They're a beautiful pen, I will say. They are Loddie Doddie. Shut up. What a cute name is that? You guys, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. So, and look at the color. And I didn't even get all the colors. They have lots and lots and lots of colors. I got 2 of the 18 count, I believe, packages. Are these 18 count? Yes. 18 count. And they're lovely and very smooth. Packaging doesn't lie. But let's get started with today's Instagram index card a day idea. So way back in the day, there was a technique that I played with. I dug out some like really old art journals and a tag that I created with this technique. I noticed that back in the day, this SPLAT idea, and this was, oh my gosh, I bet 2010, probably 2010, this art journal. Do I have anything that has a date on it? 2010, I'm thinking. So, quite a while ago. Anyway. Oh, yeah, yay. I hope it made you smile, Deb. I hope it made you smile. So, anyway, I have this example, and I think there's another example. So I had taken, like this might have been during my spray, my art spray era, because it looks like I have I just stamped with a stencil that had lots of color on it, and then I did some splats on top. I love that. I love that. And then this is the same kind of idea, where I just did some I did some kind of painting around the edge, and then I stamped with stencil and then did some splats on top of that. I have another example right here of this tag that I would have done this around the same time. So this technique, so I'm going to show you a couple of ideas, and then we'll build from there. So I need some blank, because this one is super cool. So just a sec. So I'm just going to pick a color. Pick a color, any color. So I'm going to take, and I'm using my Distress Stain. Now here's the thing. You can absolutely do this with watercolors, with watered down acrylics. I just happen to have these, and I was like, seriously, I haven't used them in forever and a day, and that's ridiculous. So I'm going to do this technique on this index card. And then we'll add some cool, so this is what I did. I coated the entire card with color. Let's see, what am I going to hold it down with? Oh, this X-Acto knife. Right? So there we go. We've started with that. We're going to dry that. So I'm telling you, when you see these techniques, you're going to be like, oh, I know what I could do with that. I can do all the things. I can do all the things. And this is, what did I have here? Salty Ocean. Dry that. You know what? That just makes it kind of interesting, doesn't it? Okay. Now, next step is I'm going to, so this is dry, right? Now I'm going to take the same color and I'm going to do some polka dots. This one I did a little bit different color. Well, you know what? What about Mermaid Lagoon? Let's see what color that is. Ooh, that might be kind of pretty. Okay, so let's do polka dots. This is so juicy, right? So now we've done another layer with Mermaid Lagoon. Good morning, Keels. I'm showing an old technique from like 2010. And you know what I remember? I remember teaching this at Scrapbook Barn, which isn't even around anymore. It was an amazing scrapbook store out in Gilbert. Was it Gilbert? I believe so. Anyway, it was way on the west, or on the east side, and I'm way on the west side. But I'm just going to tell you, the most talented girls work there. One in particular is my friend Melissa, and she is also native and is a creative genius. I'm telling you right this minute, she's just a creative genius. Okay, so now we have the first layer with Salty Ocean, and then the second layer of polka dots. We coated the whole thing with Salty Ocean, and then the second one we did polka dots with Mermaid Lagoon, and now we're going to come back to the Salty Ocean. Oh, Keely, Krista and I took you shopping out at Scrapbook Barn, if I remember correctly. Okay, and now we're going to take Salty Ocean, and we're going to just do some splats. So, you know what's crazy? I saw this technique is kind of making a comeback, which is crazy and cool, right? So, but I was like, holy smokes, I did that like 400 years ago. And so that's what I went on, a big deep dive, digging through old art journals, and I have a box of tags, made and not made. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so there's one idea. But then I was like, well, let's grow that. Everybody take a drink. Let's grow this idea. And so I have an index card and part of a piece of security envelope. I'm going to carefully place this down on this index card. I want to, I have a little bit of sticky edge that's sticking out, so I want to trim that. Let's see. Let's trim this end too. But like just a sliver. Just a sliver. When I worked in San Francisco, I worked at the Native American Health Center. And I worked in the perinatal department. And oh my gosh, I loved that job. Gosh, I loved that job. Anyway, okay, so now, I want to look at both of these colors. So, Mermaid Lagoon and Salty Ocean. They seem to be, I'm thinking, oh, I just got blues out today. And this one is Faded Jeans. Let's see what that is. Ooh, this one's older. I might have to shake it up. It's full. There we go. Coming out. All right. I think let's go with Salty Ocean. So, why was I talking about Native American? Oh, perinatal department. So one time, this patient, came in with her little baby, and she was feeding her a bottle, and I will just never forget this. It was such a sweet little moment. Don't you just love those sweet little moments? Her baby was a boy, and I helped bring that baby into the world. I got to be her doula at San Francisco General a whole different life ago. Anyway, the baby was drinking its bottle, and there was just a little tiny bit left, and she goes, "You just got to finish up that little corner." Oh my gosh, I just loved that. I know it probably doesn't mean anything to you guys, but it's a sweet memory, and I try to have sweet memories in the mornings. Okay, so I'm going to build a splatter cluster here. All right, stop it right this minute, you guys. Look at how pretty that looks on top of that security envelope. I'm gonna dry it. This one's gonna take a while to dry, I believe. Isn't it crazy, Keels? So remember we had talked about there's a little tiny baby spider on my desk this morning, and it just keeps running back and forth. Oh, and one of my friends at the Indian clinic in San Francisco used to tell me, she was Blackfoot, and she used to tell me, oh, Mopper. Keely. Shut up. I didn't even think about those. Now I totally will. Anyway, she used to tell me that when you sit in the Blackfoot way, in the Blackfeet way, if you see a spider, that's your grandma coming to see you. So I'm telling you, every time I see a spider, I think of my grandma Chicky, because at the time I learned that she was the only grandma that I didn't have with me anymore. Graham King was still around for quite a while. So, okay, so now I have these two. Let's set these aside to dry. I forgot about the Mopper. Keels. Absolutely. So, think about that. So, I do have, what do I do with my Moppers? So, I have Moppers, and I also have, Moppers, and I have these Deuter dots, and this is like a bingo dauber. So think about, you can absolutely, the stain is, I think this is water soluble, and now I don't remember. Mist with water to lighten the color. Oh. All right, but this one I know for sure is acrylic, right? So let's do one with that. Index card a day. Shut it. You guys, look at that. So this is much more opaque, right? Oh, where's my X-Acto knife? I was just thinking, how crazy is it that Keely just mentions a supply and it's at my fingertips. I have them all. I did go to the art store the other day because I was telling Joni I was using, I needed to gesso something, and I just needed white gesso. And the white gesso that I used is so old. Like, I think it's from art school, and that I graduated art school in 1988. It's supposed to be liquidy, but it's more kind of solidish, like a pudding that kind of sat out. Like, you can still spread it, but I was like, and it was $14 for a big bottle. So I was like, that's old, because I did go to the art store yesterday and bought a new bottle that's smaller than the one that I had, and it was $27 on sale. Crazy. So think about this technique, you guys. You can do all manner of things with this. I want to do more, I like the layering idea, and I really like the idea of, so that one, let's set that one aside to dry. I have a few that are, like a solid. Well, you guys have seen them. So I have this one. It's behind here. I have this black one. I have this one, and I have this. This is the one that's green. It is totally subpar. Michael's is subpar, but it's kind of all we have, right? Let's trim off the sticky bits from this one. Let's see what color. Let's see what are we gonna do in here. I'm thinking let's do like a hot pink. I'm feeling like hot pink might be pretty in there, or I only have a few moppers. I think I have one pink, black, and white. So black might be kind of cool on this one. Oh, you know, what do you think? So let's make sure this one is primed. It is, and it's so juicy and drippy. I want it to be quite organic in the shape of the splats, because look at that, splattered all the way over here. So you know that's all over me too. My thought was, and I had pink on my thumb, so that's got a little bit of pink on it. I have all of these flowers from the You Give Me Butterflies fodder art printable. You know what, I'm going to add a little bit of pink on here, because do you see there's little bits of pink there? So we paint these things, and then I have this stack of things, of artwork that's painted, but it isn't on something yet. So that's what I'm going to do. Everybody take a drink. I just think that might be, and this is this one. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. You're so funny, Peg, with your nice shirt. All of my, everything has some kind of paint. But entirely too hot to wear an apron right now. I think I want to... I like the idea of the pink on here, but I kind of... Oh, I'm feeling like maybe I need to lighten it a little bit. Maybe I need to add a little bit of white, because when I look at this flower, it has a little bit of white. Like maybe I just need to do some bleed-proof white. I feel like this needs to be a little bit pinker, you guys. Like I just want to make the centers a little bit more solid, right? Yes. That's making me happy. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to fussy cut some. So I have this, right? I have this piece that I'm waiting to dry, and I have to think about what I want to, how I want to create my creative cluster with this. So I have all of these bits and bobs that I have already painted, and I need to stop it. That's cute. I have that one and that one. What else do I have? Oh, shut it. That one can go with that. So these two can go on here. I'm kind of digging that idea. And these three can certainly make a cluster on this, on the black and white one. So I'm just going to fussy cut these posies. So these are flowers that are a figment of my imagination. So I'm going to just get some of this bulk paper off, and then I'll come back in and fussy cut more. You know, I love that little peek through. I did that the other day, remember, on the other, I finished it, and I have to say, I'm madly in love with this one. I love all the peekaboos. Like, that just always makes me so happy. So, I'm kind of feeling that. Ooh, and I worked a little bit on the Frida. So, you'll remember this Frida quote was in the Wildflower, one of the Wildflower Sentiment art printables. And then this was that sticker that I got from some Etsy order somewhere along the line. Oh, the Frida ribbon that I think I sent a little bit to my pal Deb. Okay. So this seems like I could build some really cool, like a really cool kind of creative cluster on here, an assemblage, so to speak. And this one, I'm thinking, let's do these two funky posies. And this one has some gel pen artwork on it. I wonder what's going, I wonder where Lewis Collins is today. Jeff and I both worked with him. He was the nicest guy. But I do wonder whatever happened to him. Stop it. So, I was thinking about, remember we had talked about, and I talked about it yesterday in Stitch Along, how let's start our day by sharing like a positive thing that's happened in our world. It could either be today or yesterday or the last time we met. So I was thinking about, so I have been on this, going through some old art materials. I saw this thing a long time ago by Robin Marie. Does anybody know Robin Marie? She's Robin Marie Smith. She's a artist, and she had a podcast once upon a time with, what's her name? Sandy Keene. And they were talking about your studios and how to, it's okay to, you know how we all hold on to things, but it's okay to let those things go because you evolve as an artist. Like what was interesting to you 10 years ago or 5 years ago or whatever the case may be is that's not who you are anymore, but maybe somebody else is. And so I do try to just go through art supplies periodically. I just have a hard time just donating to them to like the Goodwill or whatever. Anyway, Keely was always talking about how her library has this, like a swap of art supplies. Well, here's the thing. I've taken so many classes from Robin Marie. Anyway, Keely was talking about how her library has this swap, right? And so, I noticed the other day, this is so crazy how life works. I noticed the other day that that the Glendale Public Library is having a art supply swap. Stop it, you guys. Look at that. Oh, I'm loving it so much. Let's do the same thing with the white. With the black one. Kind of digging that. So let's make that whiter in the center. That one too. You know what? I think I'm going to do that on the blue one also. Let's kind of make those. These are the one on the stain. It's absorbing the blue stain, and so it's staining the white, which is kind of cool. You just never know what you're gonna get, do you? You just never know. Anyway, so I told myself I wanted to have, before Jeff comes home, I want to have 2 boxes of donations. Certainly not everything, but it's a big fat start. And so last night I finished up my 2 boxes of donations. So that is a big fat positive. So how about you? Did you have, tell me something that is a positive in your world, like something that happened in the last, since the beginning of the week. How's that? Or even this morning. I don't know. Maybe you heard some birds or went for a nice walk this morning. It's entirely too hot to walk outside now. I am going to hang out with my friend Lucinda. She was like, I cannot keep up with your trips. I said, I know. Oh, Peg, that sounds amazing. There are some cool thrift places that are craft only. Waste Shed in Evanston, Illinois is one. Well, let's make a field trip out of that the next time I'm back there. Kim told me I could come back again, so that's a good thing. Keely's husband. I passed the muster. And every time I'm there, I gotta see Keely, or I've gotta see Peg and Kay. And we gotta do something artsy. We always do. Let's see. Keely says, I started this morning walking with a friend at the Chicago Botanic Garden. The rose garden is in bloom amongst many other flowers. Oh my gosh. I love that, Keels. Valerie says, I'm going to dinner with a friend. I haven't seen her in several years. She moved to Florida and is in California for a visit. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's perfect, Valerie. I love that. I love that idea. Let's see if we can dry this last little bit. So, I think I still have more security envelope ideas. Are you guys up for more security envelope art? Are you ready for something new? Let me know your thoughts. Oh, good idea, Deb. Too hot in Minnesota to walk this morning, so I walked in Target. That is a bad place to walk. You're right. But it's nice and air conditioned. That's good. The grocery store, I walk around the grocery store sometimes too. It is set to be 116 today. So I will be rocking the ponytail and shorts. That's for sure today. So I want to dry this one because I really want to kind of build this one. What else do I have? I have this pink one. Oh, I need to build on this one too. Let's see how we're doing. This one's got a ways to go. Dry time wise. Okay. So this kind of digging that, right? So I have I'm doing some tone on tone. I want to let this dry, and then I have this pink. Oh, it sounds like you're all ready for more security art. Security. Let's get this going on here. This is not as juicy. But that's kind of pretty. I don't know. Pretty. Let that dry. I thought I had, oh, remember this? Remember this from back in the day? So I can build upon this. Right? So what if I go here and here? I knew I had one more that I did some security envelope art on, right? I have this is kind of pretty. I have this butterfly. I have this butterfly. Oh, wait a minute. I have these pieces. That are painted and everything's still a little wet. Everybody take a drink. Ugh, I just stuck my hand in the pink paint. So, oh my gosh, so that's my next Keely. Great minds think alike. Keely said, Peggy says, given the amount of security envelopes I have, bring on more security envelope art. So then Keely said, right, I'm building a grid in my art journal. Next, I want to make a quilt pattern. Swear to goodness. That is exactly, I've been looking and looking and looking. And I'm really feeling, are you going to do a 2-page spread, Keels, or just 1 page? I really want to do a quilt pattern like we did on the index card the other day. So the gypsy, I have a note here. The gypsy, that gypsy, see, it's right here. Security envelope page, gypsy wife pattern. Anyway, so more of this. I'm kind of dealing this. Okay, so let's do that. So remember, I will not be here next Thursday, but I will leave you with an assignment. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Oh, I got some mail yesterday. Wanted to be sure to share that with you. while I was at the art store, Peg, you know I bought me some more pan pastels. Okay, so this came yesterday. The journey is the destination, and it is from Penny. Hi, Anne. Enjoy the swap. From my home to yours, I send greetings with best wishes. Penny. Happy spring. Look at that. So it looks to me like she did kind of a tissue paper grid first, and then she's got some, maybe some painted purple paper because I can see brush marks. And then she did a beautiful border around it. Oh my gosh. And like one little square, green square down here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's so pretty. Just love it. Just love it, love it, love it. So I have a couple more. I think it's kind of like everything. Once you start on an idea, it all just continues to grow. Let's see. So this one, I feel like this might be kind of cool. Need some, like a darker blue on there, maybe. Let's check. Oh, I have this blue. Let's get this going. Oh, kind of digging that idea. Yep. Don't you just love when art just starts to grow and grow and grow and become something totally different than what you originally thought it was going to be? I love that. I love it so much. So I'm feeling like one of these butterflies would be perfect on here. Let's fussy cut this. So dig through your stash of painted items. You know we all have them. Because those are two different parts of my brain. The creating backgrounds is different than creating, like, painting artwork. Like filling art images with color. Those are two totally different parts of my brain. Have you ever made backgrounds with shaving cream? I have, a really long time ago. I used to do shaving cream art with kids when I did my, because remember I have 2 degrees, one in early childhood education and one in graphic design. 2 totally different times in my life, but I utilize them all. Everything you learn, I think it just becomes part of you, right? It's kind of like when you learn a new artsy technique. Like once you learn it, that's what I'm telling you. I am always taking classes. I am always learning. Stop it, you guys. Look how pretty that is. I don't know what else I want to do with this. I feel like I want something else back there. So I'm going to set this one aside because look at, I've still got lots of wet spots. But I'm going to pull out those new gel pens and let's see. Let's see what I can. I'm telling you, my glasses, I'm telling you, I either, I have to have them to read your comments. I have to have them on. But to do up close things, I need to take them off. So it's a constant. Jeff said he's going to get me one of those old lady chains to wear around my neck. I'm not there yet, you guys. Okay. So I'm going to do a little pen work in the center of these flowers on this butterfly. I always feel like pen work, just all those layers just start to add to the complexity of a design, right? And remember, when we get a new supply, we need to put it through its paces, right? Test it out, see how it does. Hey, be on the lookout. Back to Art School is coming back in July. I have a whole new slew of artsy plans for us. Because I don't know about you, but back to school supplies are on the shelves at our local stores. You guys, look at the difference, just that little bit. Oh, Deb, what a brilliant idea. I would put a dollop on my students' desks and let them go at it, and then it became a good cleaner of the desk. Oh, and I bet your classroom smelled nice too, right? So I have this kind of a tealy right? What if I could do, what color could I do for the little antennae? Okay, I have these two beauties that could use a little I love it. There we go. All these dots, dots, dots. I remember when we were working on these, I painted them and then I stamped them with my French text stamp from Unity. So each one of the pieces from that collection, like all of these have that little bit, not this one, but these all have a little bit of French text, which just gives everything so much, I love it so much. So much visual interest. So Sarah, I just got these gel pens called Loddie Doddie. Lindsay turned me on to them, and oh my gosh, I'm telling you, right this minute, I'm just madly in love with them. I'm madly in love with them. So I ordered 2 sets, 2 18 count sets. One is Vivid and one is, what did I say it was, you guys? One is Vivid and one is Sugar Rush. And now they're all mixed up, but you know, that's what we do with our art supplies, isn't it? Look at how many I have, you guys. It's a sickness. But here's the thing. I know you're all right there beside me. Look at how pretty they are. Ah, they're very fluid. They have a really nice grip. Some of these already have paint on them from my SPLATs. I hope that you will take today's technique and run with it. Whatever, so you could do this with watercolor paint, right? You're just going to mix up some watercolor paint in a palette. Then you could do a couple of different things. You could take some let's see if I can, well, maybe I'll show you that. Maybe I'll show you that in the newsletter, like a way to use, do the same technique but with watercolors. If you don't happen to have any kind of a dauber. I have Distress Stain from Ranger. I have Posca Moppers, and then these, excuse me, these are just little cheap bingo daubers that I got, I don't even know where. But anyway, they're fun. So, go out and make some artsy bases. You could do this in your art journal. You could do this on another piece of paper. You could do this on index cards like I am, so you can continue to participate in index card a day. You could do ATC cards like Keely does. You could you could just apply this technique to all kinds of things. Oh, you know I ordered them Keels. The pens. And you know what? I'm just going to tell you. Her shipping was lickety split. I got it like lickety split. Anywho. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that this card from Penny I got from Canada. Look at the Canadian stamp. Love it. Totally going in my oh, you got it from Jet Pens. You just put, oh. I ordered directly from Loddie Doddie. So she's on Instagram, Loddie Doddie, Loddie, Doddie. She has chalk pens, and then she has these gel pens. I don't know that I'm a chalk pen person. I mean, if I had one, you know I'd find a use for it. But gel pens, they're my jam. Okay, I've blathered on. Sorry, you guys. So, be sure to open your newsletter tomorrow. I will have one more, well, another, I should say, not one more, because, you know, the possibilities are endless. another possibility of doing this splat design with watercolors or watered down acrylics. So I will I will do that. That will be in the newsletter, and go make some cool backgrounds today. I adore you all. Thank you so much, and I will see you Tuesday. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow in the newsletter. Bye, everyone. Thank you.